Hey everyone, we're here together to get to know LArens Bonnema, a trainer at Xebia Academy. So Laurens, welcome here. Who are you and what the hell do you do here?
Well, as you mentioned, my name is LArens Bonnema and I'm a trainer with Xebia Academy. I have been for quite a while, I think about 2.5 years now. And I'm also an Agile management consultant. So I do that and train. Approximately 80% of my time is spent delivering excellent training and 20% is spent doing management consulting to make sure that I have real stories to tell in class.
You've done a lot of different jobs in the past. How did you become a trainer?
I became a trainer, well, actually, full-time trainer about 3.5 years ago, but it was a long road to get there. Actually, in a sense, I've always been a trainer, but I only recognized this about 3.5 years ago. When I was in middle school, even preschool, I started teaching people origami. And every time I learned something new, I really loved teaching it to others. So when I learned about Agile, I almost immediately started also teaching it to others. And I love that. I loved it so much that I decided to spend most of my time doing that. And that's why I became a full-time trainer.
And what then is it specifically that you like about being a trainer? It's also to educate others, but what is it for you personally?
What I love most about being a trainer is the impact that I can make by sharing the knowledge that I've gained over the years in being an Agile management consultant. And in sharing that knowledge, I can see almost immediate impact, people really getting it and then almost chomping at the bit to get back to work and implement the stuff that we discussed in class. And that really makes me tick to see that happen.
And we always get a lot of good feedback about you as a trainer. What do you think makes you a fun and a good trainer at the same time?
That's a tough question. What makes me a good trainer and fun at the same time? I would probably not say that about myself, but the thing I hear back is that my enthusiasm for the subjects that I teach and the fact that I really have real life war stories for almost everything. And I'm not just able, but also willing to share them with a little, well, twinkle in my eye and also some abhorrent failures that I've witnessed and experienced, and of course my own failures as well. That makes it fun and a really great learning environment.
And moving over to the different training courses you give individual training courses with certifications. You give more like leadership courses, team training, upskill programs a bit. What kind of certification did you achieve yourself? So you're able to do that actually.
Yeah, what kind of certification I achieved myself is a bit of a trick question because you also wanted me to keep it brief. And I think I have a lot of certifications. The most important ones to me are my certification as a professional Scrum trainer and as a safe practice consultant. Those are the ones I use most. And recently, I've added to that Obeya Sensei, which is what I love doing most at the moment. Those 3 certificates are what helps me be able to teach all the other classes. But yeah, I've gained most certificates in that field. So Obeya and Safe and Scrum. I think for professional Scrum, I have a lot of the certificates and even certified Scrum. For Safe, most of them, and Obeya, actually all of them.
And you've written a blog post about you coming back to Xebia, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Maybe you're also the expert of knowing what makes Xebia stand out or different. What is different about the training courses at Xebia Academy?
Yeah, I came back to Xebia twice. So I wrote a blog post titled, "The Company's So Nice, I Came Back Twice." The first time I left was because I felt I was a failure. Second time I left, I was not really happy anymore with the fact that I couldn't become a full-time trainer. And that last part is also why I came back, because come to think of it, I could become a full-time trainer. So I was asked back and I happily said yes, because at Xebia I can work with people like Evelyn Rose and Robin Scruron, and that is really what I love doing, work with the best.
And well, stepping aside from training and work, what are other things that you like doing?
Well, maybe sadly, in my personal time, I also do a lot of work. I'm a community animal, so to speak. I do a lot of work in the Agile community, but also in the Obeya community. I really love doing that. But if I were to mention a hobby, it would probably be drawing and animating and some amateur videography, because that is really what I love doing, together with my son, who also is heavily into that.
Talking about that, I've heard you have a big studio at home. So what do you actually do there? Is it video, podcasts, or whatever?
Yeah, in my studio at home, that really came onto its own when the pandemic started, because then I had an excuse to buy all the good stuff. So that's when I upgraded my pretty basic kit to Are You Kidding Me kit. Actually titled it that and shared what I bought with the community within Xebia. And they had to laugh, because I really do have a pretty decent studio at home with very good dynamic mics hooked up to Universal Audio Apollo Twins, which is, for all the nerds among nerds, like the industry standard in really serious mic technology. And I run real-time audio filters and all that stuff, and that's what I use to deliver mostly instructor-led classes live from home with multiple cameras and a cam switcher. So I have fun doing that, also with soundboard, and that all comes from making podcasts, because that's how I came to have the gear in the first place. Again, I leveled it up and totally geeked out on it, which is a typical Xebia thing to do. Why keep it simple if you can also just get everything?
Well, cool to hear, Laurens. Thank you for your time. If you want to know more about Laurens, feel free to reach out to him or check his trainer profile on our website. And we'll see you soon.
If you want to know more about me, check out my trainer profile online.